Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack open the cosmos and take a look inside the really fascinating world of astrology. It's this incredibly complex system that's been around for literally thousands of years, and we're going to unpack its biggest ideas together.
So I'm willing to bet you know your star sign, right? You're a fiery Aries, a down-to-earth Taurus, a dreamy Pisces. It's that little tidbit you always see in horoscopes. It's usually the first thing anyone learns about astrology. But what if I told you that your sun sign? It's not the whole story. It's not even the first chapter. It's just the very first word in this huge cosmic novel written specifically about you. So today, let's go beyond that first word and see what the rest of the story has to say. Okay, so first things first, we have to move way beyond the daily horoscope you see online. We're going to start peeling back the layers and get to the real foundations of what makes astrology such a deep and intricate system. And it all begins with the zodiac. Now, this isn't just a random group of stars. Think of it as a perfect 360-degree belt that circles the Earth, and it's sliced into 12 perfectly equal 30-degree sections. I love this description here. It's called the womb of the solar system. What a powerful way to think about it, right? It's where all these symbolic energies are born. So, how do we make all of this cosmic energy personal? Well, that's where the natal chart comes in. It's basically a snapshot, a photograph of the heavens, taken at the exact time and place you were born. The source material calls it a planetary baptism, which is pretty intense. It's this unique cosmic blueprint that maps out tendencies you'll carry with you for your whole life. This chart is the key to everything else. All right, so we have our blueprint. Now it's time to actually learn how to read it. You can think of astrology as its own language, with its own grammar and vocabulary, and it's all built from a few key components that work together to tell a story. And here they are, the 4 essential building blocks. The signs tell us how an energy expresses itself, kind of like its style or personality. The planets are the actors in the play, the what, representing different psychological drives inside us. The houses are the different stages or settings, the where, showing the specific areas of your life, like your career or your family. And finally, the aspects. That's the dialogue, showing how all these different characters and energies are interacting with each other. Let's dig a little deeper into the signs. They're not all the same, they get grouped by these 3 qualities. Cardinal signs, they're the initiators, the ones that kick things off. Fixed signs are the stabilizers. They dig in, persevere, and see things through. And then you have the common or mutable signs. They're the adapters. They're super flexible and help us transition and change. So you see, the how has its own rhythm and flow. All right, next up, the planets. These are the main characters in our story. Each one represents a different part of us. So the sun, that's our core self, our ego. But then you have Mars, which is all about our drive, our ambition, our desire. And Jupiter, that's our expansive, philosophical side, our search for meaning. Now, this is a really fascinating classical concept. Traditionally, planets were split into 2 camps, benefics, which were considered easy or lucky, and malefics, which were seen as bringing challenges. But modern astrology doesn't really see it as good versus bad. A better way to think about it is ease versus effort. Those so-called malefics, like Saturn, are the ones that bring us the tough lessons, the stuff that actually forces us to grow. So how do these planets actually talk to each other? Through aspects. And an aspect is just the geometric angle between any 2 planets in the chart. For example, a 90-degree angle, or a square, creates a lot of tension and dynamic friction. It's a challenge, for sure. But then a 120-degree angle, a trine, creates this easy, harmonious, natural flow of energy. This is the dialogue that really makes the chart come alive. Okay, so we've got the signs, we've got the planets, and we've got the aspects that connect them. Now, let's put all the pieces together and see what this cosmic blueprint actually looks like when it's working. So when you layer all these elements together, a planet, in a sign, in a house, making all these different aspects to other planets, that's what creates your natal chart. It's so incredibly complex and multi-layered, and because the sky is always moving, no 2 charts are ever exactly alike. It's your unique map. And what's really cool is that today, all of this super complex information can be translated into these amazing, detailed reports. You can dive into your relationship dynamics, figure out your life's purpose, or even track major life cycles, like your Saturn return. The point is, these abstract symbols on a chart can give us really tangible, personal insights into our lives. And this quote, this just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's from a description for a life path report, and it gets right to the heart of why so many of us are drawn to this stuff. It's not about fortune telling, it's a tool for self-discovery. It helps us ask some of the biggest questions we have.
So, if any of this has sparked your interest and you're thinking, okay, I want to know more, where do you even start? Well, the good news is Astrology Today is this huge field with a really vibrant community and just a ton of information out there. And this is just a little taste. There are incredible websites like astro.com where you can literally go calculate your own chart for free right now. There are amazing, super in-depth podcasts that will teach you so much. There are classic books that are must-reads. Seriously, no matter what your level of interest is, from just being a little curious to wanting to become a pro, the resources are out there. And that brings us to our final question, the big one. What is astrology really? Is it a science, is it an art form, or is it a symbolic language that helps us understand ourselves better? Some people will argue for one over the others, but maybe the real answer is that it's a little bit of all three. What do you think?